Hello, I'm Ed Thompson, host of Pictures on My Mind. No script today because, this is first-hand experience, baby. It's called empirical knowledge and you're going to love it. Every photographer has their muse. I bet you. Every photographer had that friend that let them photograph them. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. They always do. Famous photographers, Corinne Day, famous fashion photographer, Kate Moss, okay? I didn't have Kate Moss. Okay, you probably didn't either. Do you know who I had? My friend Stefan. That's right. Out of all my friends, Stefan would always let me photograph him. I was 19, 20 years old. I was about to study photography and I'd always go around and he'd be the guy to let me experiment. So what you're looking at right now is a contact sheet of a Bronica ETRSI, which was a 645 medium format camera. It was the first medium format camera I had. And I'm doing some cool tricks with it. If you can see the light here, can you see the way it's blurring down? That's just because I left the mirror up. I was doing these kind of long exposures and I wound the film. It dragged the image down, right? And I love looking at these pictures because it's such a portal. Like, this is probably the year 2000. My mate Stefan, I don't know if you can see him, he's in his leather Matrix jacket and he's got his 9 Inch Nails t-shirt. And he looks like a cool dude. I mean, look at this photograph here on this contact sheet. Oh, it's so cool. And the sad thing is, right, at the time, he was like the IT guy. I was kind of just a weird dude who read Nietzsche. So we were already like buddies. We thought we weren't cool, but we were so cool. We were so cool. It's really tricky. So if anyone's watching this at home and you're thinking like, oh, I'm 20, 19, I suck, whatever, you probably don't. You're probably like the coolest you're ever going to be. Just be like, man, I'm awesome, okay? And looking at these photos, man, Steph was awesome. I've got this really nice contact sheet of him with his dad and they're doing beekeeping. And again, it's a lovely thing now looking through these contact sheets because one thing that's really nice is that this is now shot on a bellows camera, a little Super Iconta from 1955. And just seeing this here, the nice depth to it, the kind of very low angle, they look quite alien. And what's really interesting is the way that this drew my eye in like 2001 and I don't know, 15 years later, I was photographing a whole series on infrared film of beekeepers. So I'd already shot beekeepers here, and then 15, 16 years later, I was drawn to that same subject matter. So guys, I'm telling you, if you've photographed a while now, if it's something you've been doing a long time and you don't know what you should photograph, go back through your earlier work. Those things that first drew your eye, there's gold there. Those subjects are yours. Go back and try them again. Because the subjects haven't changed, but you have, because you're a better photographer now. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? This is fun. I always forget to say this, please subscribe. I've got like 6,000 subscribers, it's pretty cool. But it'd be great if you did. Tell your friends, share, okay? Now, this is now a photograph of Steph with his then girlfriend, and she's quite pregnant. And this photograph, one of these photographs is in my book, In a Garden at England. And it's just a lovely moment. And again, shot on that crazy 1955 nightmare to use Super Iconta medium format camera. Really difficult to focus. But if you notice as well, I was using flash on this. I had a Metz flash attached to it. That's why I'm getting that lovely fill flash lighting. The one that I picked for the book is this lovely moment with the hands on her stomach. And yeah, again, mad to think that this photograph is now like 24 years old. It's so surreal. There's something that happens when you get older as a photographer. And at first, sort of nostalgia is quite nice, but then now I'm 44, nostalgia can be quite painful. And the reason why these photographs are quite painful for me is that Stefan passed away last week at 44. And because he was the photographer I learned to photograph, I've got a lot of photos of him. Also, point out, guys, back then, pre-smartphones, that not many people took photos. There weren't many photos. There was a few like rolls of 35mm, or people take a roll of film and it would like cover the whole year. But I photographed him and his family quite a lot when I was learning photography. So I had this arduous task to go through, and I know it's a mess. My negatives are just thrown in boxes, it's a complete nightmare, and I got quite upset and annoyed. And the weird thing is I got annoyed by all my project photos. I was like, all these bloody projects in the way, and I'm just trying to find a photograph of my friend. His funeral's in a week's time, I think a week today, and I've printed up some nice big frame prints for his children and for the funeral. So where am I going with this? Yeah, photograph your friends and family. I know I did a video previously where I'm like, yeah, the hierarchy of subject matter, these things are really difficult, these things are really easy. I didn't mean like don't photograph your friends and family. I was just trying to make a point that some things are harder to photograph than others. Please photograph your friends and family. They're such important images, okay? And, you know, the weirdest thing for me with Stefan is my photograph I took of him, I think in 2002, of him on the sofa with some chickens, was instrumental for my career. And it literally changed my life. It changed my life because of National Geographic Magazine basically found me because of that work. And I'm going to get into that in another video. But yeah, for now, photograph your loved ones, photograph your friends and family. Time moves on, time passes, but our photos stay the same forever. Love you.